Howdy ho, Reject Nation. I'm Greg Alba here.
John Humphrey is me.
We are going to watch today a short film called What's Next. I'll tell you what's next. Our reaction and review to your short film is What's Next. Gene Getter, GG.
Derek Jeter.
We are doing this because one of our reward tiers on Patreon, because yes, we do TV show reactions and weekly Q&As over there, but one of our top reward tiers is whatever video you request, we must definitely cover and put up on the YouTubes, which occasionally lends itself to us covering aspiring filmmakers' short films, and today's is Gene Getter. Gigi, look, before we give you a proper shout out, let's watch this and criticize the hell out of your work.
Yeah.
Garbage pail dumpster situation going on outside right now. Sorry about that.
Profesh.
But maybe it's the quality. No, I'm just joking. She's cute.
Vote.
I like this already.
Jump cut.
If this is the whole short film, I'd be okay with it.
Music.
Steven Ramirez is next.
And then Lauren E. Butler is next.
Assuming she's Lauren E. Butler. Wow, what a name that is.
Or Gianni Canja.
Okay, so this
Gene.
really is your short film, buddy. Steven and Laia started dating a few months ago. Everything was going well until she was convinced that he cheated. After getting caught in a brief rain shower, Steve arrived at her apartment to explain. Laia just arrived
What are
herself.
you doing here?
Can we talk?
There's nothing to talk about.
There's a lot to talk about.
Maybe to you.
Please, at least hear me out.
You could have already started.
I know. Can we sit down? Are you crazy or something?
You know I'm
What
not
a cut.
crazy.
I don't know. What are you doing here?
Can we talk?
We have nothing to talk about.
There's a lot to talk about. Please, at least hear me out.
Oh, it's the same.
Okay. Fine.
It's not.
Let's have a seat. Let's talk. Can we sit down?
What the hell?
How long has it been?
Today makes 251 days.
200 and? This can't be happening.
I know.
I need more.
Me too.
This can't be the end.
It's not.
What?
There's more to come. I can feel it.
She's working on everything else except for us. She doesn't have the confidence anymore. The way we met, that was beautiful.
I know, and it felt like yesterday.
The wine, the party, the song.
I don't remember the wine.
You're thinking of a different person.
What was the song again?
Don't remember.
It's something I've noticed. Memory loss?
Oh shit.
I remember the party, but I don't know where it was.
We're gonna have a makeup sexy.
And I thought we had beer.
I hate beer. Whoa, what are you doing? You know you can't get up.
I know.
I hope we can move soon.
Me too.
Are
Why did she leave us here with nothing to do? I mean, really, give us something to do.
these like book characters and
She
she's
doesn't
the
care about
author
us
or
anymore.
something?
She does.
She just leaves them.
She's taking
to...
her time, but she still cares.
And what about all that racket we hear? All those voices we hear around us and outside in other rooms?
Those voices are characters in other stories.
Ah.
Yeah, they must
That makes
be.
sense. Hey. Looking up is not going to fix things.
I think today she is going to write more. Yes, she sat back at the computer.
Yeah. She's going over our folder.
Okay. What is she doing now?
I think she's thinking.
Stop thinking, start typing.
Yeah, come on, come on.
Yes, she's typing. Wait,
What?
she didn't type anything new. She changed my name. I'm Stephanie now? I'm not Stephanie.
That's okay. What's in her name?
Well, she didn't change your name.
Oh, she's a smart woman.
Haha.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Wow.
What was that?
She deleted something.
Something's not right.
Whoa.
I I can't see her.
Me neither.
She got
I
rid of
think
her
I know what's
computer.
happening.
Oh God,
You're
what?
being deleted.
Tell me.
Like I told you before, she doesn't care about us.
Just tell me.
She threw us in the trash.
She did? That's fucked up.
It happens sometimes.
We waited so long and for nothing.
She just couldn't find the right words.
We didn't even get to find out what genre we were.
Drama.
Yeah, I'd hug you, but it wasn't written.
That's okay. I would have preferred a kiss. See you around.
See ya.
Oh, those characters aren't coming back.
That we know of. Murderer.
Do I know you?
I don't think so, but you do look familiar.
I know. Deja vu, I guess.
Yeah, it must be.
Gene. That's all I want to do when I see your name. Interesting. It's quite interesting.
I wonder how much of this is inspired by Gene's real life in some capacity, because he did mention he was an author to me when we were talking in messages, which are action, sci-fi, supernatural, and drama.
That's right.
By
All
the
those
way,
genres.
All facts, which are all present right here. No. I mean, I
least one.
know Gene's not a woman, so that can't be him there.
Maybe it's just a side of Gene's personality.
Yeah.
represented, you know?
I mean, it's a cool concept. I really appreciate the concept of, you know, you're writing in the characters, you bring them to life, you know, and a lot of times whenever I hear writers, screenwriters, or directors talk about screenplays, it's like you got to treat these characters as if they're real people. So taking the approach of writing something, it's kind of like the movie Stranger Than Fiction, but
yeah.
not exactly, because Will Ferrell's character is a real person and she just happens to be controlling his life, where this is like she created these characters and now these characters are brought to life.
Yeah, it's like imagining the world of a book as being its own place where characters reside and can kind of sense the world around them. And I appreciate that, like, that was something I kind of had to piece together over time. Honestly, I don't think you need to hit it on the nose as hard towards the end when they're like, we're in a book, we're waiting for her to write about us, you know, like certain things like that I might have refined.
It depends, because there were times where I was a little bit confused as to, is this supposed to be comedic or is this supposed to be like deep and dramatic? Because there were certain like inserts like shh, and then like the way they were reacting to things that played like a comedy to me, which I enjoyed, and then things like that are on the nose, very expositional. Like those could have worked better if the tone of whether or not it's a comedy or not would have hit the nail there. Like the concept itself is great, and the actors could have been a little better.
I feel like going forward, you would probably want maybe some more seasoned actors at least. You know, the guys you got here are pretty green.
Because I mean, we've seen your Instagram page before. You're a photographer, so you know how to shoot. You know how to
you know how to frame and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. And I like the idea of primarily keeping this with the couple of a two-shot, so you're just observing them and watching them. And I even like the opening shot of you're just looking at the author as she's just brainstorming. As you keep shooting, you probably just keep fine-tuning your skills and what you're doing here.
Yeah, I mean, I get the sense that you are very much a writer and very much an intellect. So I guess going into your next piece or your next project, I would just maybe put a little more into adding more flavor to the angles and stuff like that. I mean, this, I got the sense, was very simple, and I wonder how long you made this into, because, you know, there's just a lot of straight-on shots. I mean, I like some of the ideas you had, like with these silhouetted profiles that are kind of reversing back and forth, and then we switch over to them in the piano. I feel like those are probably conscious choices you made, so in, you know, moving forward, I would just maybe make those visual cues a bit more distinct and smooth out some of those jump cuts.
Yeah, smooth out some of the jump cuts, maybe get some type of, you know, we're not one to talk about sound too much, but when we do our short films, we care about sound a lot.
Oh yeah, the more you can up your sound, the more smooth everything will go over.
There's something weird about short films and indie films, that the most distracting element can be sound that is not quite there. That's when it can pull you out the most. And literally, if you were just to get like a mic or something like that, or have someone do a boom for you, that would drastically improve everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like as a matter of fact, you could have it shot the exact same way, and if the sound was there, it would have made like this huge world of difference. It's weird how that goes.
And that's just, you know, the growing pains you figure out when you're making stuff at all, you know, because sound is so easy not to factor in as heavily as you might factor in the script or the visuals or whatever.
Yeah.
And with some of these, like, I like these little superimpositions you have that signal that she's at the computer doing something to their world. Maybe in future you might want to try and capture some of those in camera, maybe, just to make them feel a bit more tangible. But I like the concept. And especially as it unfolded, I appreciated having the idea of, okay, this isn't just a couple spat. This is two characters kind of trying to figure out what they're doing inside of their own story. Like, it's meta in that way, and I like where you're headed with that.
Oh, yeah, totally. I mean, I think the concept is really cool. It's just there's some fine-tuning with the execution that probably just needs to be handled a little bit. Because, I mean, you post regularly. Seen your Instagram page. You got a lot of hot-ass chicks on there, by the way. So, good job on that. If anything, follow Gene Getter's Instagram photography page. We've breezed through a couple of your other videos. You had this one video called Fuck, which I thought was pretty entertaining. Yeah. And you even had like the Constipated song on there. So you definitely know how to film, and you definitely have a lot of cool ideas. And I imagine this is something you venturing off into something a little deeper. And for projects like this, yeah, the way you compose, it has to just be a little bit more fine-tuned. One step at a time, I would just start with getting some type of mic or some type of boom or whatever, someone to help you out with that, because that'll make a world of difference in whatever you execute. Actually, you could do the reverse side where you improve everything else and then you don't improve the sound, and it won't feel improved. Yeah. I would start right there.
I would say, yeah, start on the sound and start on just maybe making some different transitions between your shots. Like, it's a good visual note to start on. Maybe do a little bit more storyboarding or something like that.
I think the majority of keeping it in the two-shot is cool, and I like having those shots there. But sometimes the jump cuts were distracting as opposed to enhancing. So, like, cutting between each character occasionally, I think, would just naturally improve it. I don't know if we're, like, upsetting you. We're giving constructive criticism, in our opinion.
No, I mean, I really appreciate you sharing this with us. Like, it's cool to engage with everyone's creativity.
To ask people to check out your work is a big feat, I think. Like, I'd
be scared.
Unless they're around me, then I'll ask them to check it out. But I never ask people, you know, we were in the reaction world. I'm never like, yo, dude, hey! You know, we don't ask people to do that for us. I'm like, what if they hate it?
Unless it's here and we're involved.
Yeah, then they could just criticize us to our face, which has happened. So,
But yeah, keep on keeping on, chugging and refining and stuff.
Yeah, dude, I mean, you're a multi-talented guy. I mean, you told me you're an author, you're a photographer, and of course you're a filmmaker, so you've been doing so much stuff. Obviously, you're a jack of all trades, so just keep at it, man. I'm sure you know how to improve whatever you think needs to be improved. And I think the last thing that you'd want is for people just to tell you, yes, great, on every single thing in the world. Nor are we here to intentionally criticize anything. Because like we said, this concept is really cool. Just some fine-tuning on the execution and you're solid.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, Gene Getter.
Cheater.
GG.
No, it's in the message.
No, I didn't read it.
Okay.
I don't read the messages.
All right. I was not sure about that.
Oh. I just replied to the last word he said. I go, let me work off that. And on Patreon, my message, I don't really pay attention.
I seem a little strung out. It's just because you chose a weird last word.
Greg's response doesn't make sense. All right, guys. Well, you can check out Gene Jetter's
Joan Jett
page. Link in the description box. He's got some awesome videos on there. We saw a couple of other ones. And check out his Instagram page especially. You guys can subscribe to the Reject Nation. Click that notification bell. Hey, check us out on Patreon. TV show reactions, Q&As. I'd love to have you become a Patron-O-Ject today.